palm tree. Oh, isn't that something? Amazing. Which is the best race to belong to nowadays? So what now? No, we messed that up. Chinese? That's the best race?
Right now, yeah, it's taking over the world.
Oh. So I'm going to join the Chinese then. It used to be the white race, right? It used to be the black race. And then it was the white race. And now they're bowing down and carrying on. So, I just realized something. So the Chinese race is the best race?
Right now, if you're Chinese, yeah, like the money, everything, the control over politics and media and all that.
So I'm going to join tomorrow.
10 seconds, Jesse. He's going to point you.
Oh. So next time.
I see him.
Are we ready? Oh, welcome to church. I wonder why everybody was so quiet. I'm like, what's going on? Welcome to church. I'm Jesse Peterson. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE, or go to our chat line and don't be a kudo. Kodo. I just learned that word today. And I'm trying to figure out which is the best race to belong to, and I was told the Chinese race.
They rule the world right now, yeah.
Oh, they rule the world. Which race?
I think it's Hispanics right now.
Oh, the Hispanic race?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because, Hispanics are kind of... So I think if Hispanics are kind of in the middle of white and black, so you can kind of fly under the radar right now. And I've seen Hispanics with MAGA hats and people don't take them serious, but if you're white, they'll go and attack you or something. So I feel like as a Hispanic, you can be more outspoken and people tend to be less judgmental. You're kind of in the middle. So
Oh, yeah, so it's best to become a Mexican?
I would say so right now.
As opposed as a
And-
Chinese?
I think so because
Now I'm confused.
I feel that you can, it's just, you can just fly under the radar, that's it. Just that alone is enough.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think I prefer to join the Mexican race because they're a little taller than the Chinese. Right. Amazing. What? No. Yes, sir.
I think the race you belong to
What?
is the best race for you, whichever race you are.
No.
No?
We need a new race. We need another race.
Another one.
Yeah. So Billy, the engineer, was telling me to take the best of the black race, the white race, the Mexican race, and put them together and join that one.
American race. American race.
No. That's just a saying now. Any questions, anybody? Right here. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. This your first day?
It is
Your first time?
my first time.
Right on. Okay, we're going to get to you in a minute. Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
All is well. How are you?
Not too bad, pretty good.
Good. This your first time?
No, it's my
Okay.
third time.
All right.
I just want to know, how can I be an example to my siblings? Because I know that you have a brother, and I want to know, how do you be an example to him as I could be example to my brother and sister?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers now. I have 4. And then I have 7 sisters. And so the best way to be an example is you got to be right and do right. And then when you communicate with them, you have to be honest with them, but not with the intent to hurt, but just be honest. And then they won't like you, and that way they don't borrow money. But no, just become an example. Point them back to the truth, but you can't make them accept the truth. But just be a living example. That make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Are you an example now for your brother?
Yes, sir.
How old is he?
He's about 17. He's in high school, so
okay.
I'm trying to, be, an example. And
Right on.
I just want to know. 'Cause
That's a good idea. Just be a living. Don't sleep around. Don't smoke pot. Be honest with your parents and with him, and don't get angry if they get angry at you. And he will see that in you. He will see how you live. And that speaks louder than words. Did you overcome your mother?
Yes, sir.
You went to her?
We'll always have a good relationship, so I don't think she ever done wrong to me. But if she needs help, trying to help her if I can. And
I'm sorry?
if she needs help, I try to help her if I can.
What kind of help?
Like if she needs moving or whatever.
If she need what?
Moving?
Where's her husband?
Well, she kind of lives in a different house, and I live somewhere else.
I'm sorry?
She lives somewhere else, and I just trying to help her if she wants me to help her.
Where's her husband?
Her husband, she's not married. I mean, she kind of.
Is that hard to say or something? So she's not married?
No.
Oh, why do you say, oh, she's not married right away? Why do you mention the houses?
Well, she's seen someone, so I don't know what the.
She's seen someone?
Yeah.
How old is she?
It's like 40 or something, or.
Oh, she's old. And so she's not married, but she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't know much about the relationship, so I don't know.
Right.
I'm not trying to.
And so you have to go over to her house and help her?
I mean, I'm trying to help my family if I can, just.
In what way are you trying to help them?
Like maybe if they need like a little bit of money here and there, and if I can, if not, no,
What made you think you can help? Why can't they help themselves?
I'm just trying to be helpful. That's all. I mean.
But why? And you're not on the spot. You're not wrong or right. I'm just asking, why do you have this need to help them?
Well, that's my family. I mean, I'm trying to. If I can't help them, then just.
But why? Why?
I'm just trying to do good. That's all.
You trying to be what?
I'm trying to be helpful. I mean, trying to.
Oh, let her yell out. She yelled out from the back, and the man said. So why are you trying to help them?
Well, because they helped me when I was a kid, and they're trying to give
But
back.
they were supposed to. They had you. They were supposed to help you, but why are you trying to help them?
I'm just trying to give back. That's it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. And so have you gone to your mother and forgiven her?
Yeah, I mean, I told her, I forgive her, and
You
also.
told her that?
Yeah, I mean, like.
You went to your mother and said, I forgive you?
Like a long time ago, but as I heard you, maybe I should do it again because or something.
What do you need to forgive her for? What did she do that irritated you? Other than make you feel like you got to give her some money.
Well, my parents have been good to me, so should I still forgive them?
They
or?
were perfect?
Huh?
They were perfect in raising you?
No, we have our problems, but they were good parents, so I don't know. Should I go to them and forgive them because I was in a fallen state, or should I just?
Yeah, were they perfect in raising you?
Well, no, they had their problems, but.
What problems did they have? What problem did your mother have while you were growing up?
I guess she raised me
You
because
guess?
my parents were divorced, and then I was raised by my mom, then by my dad, and then it's kind of back and forth. So
And how was that for you?
it gave me a perspective on how my mom raised me compared to my dad.
And who you prefer to raise you, your father or your mother?
I rather both.
Right. You'd rather have both, but if you had to make a choice.
I don't know, because I don't want to. I don't want to answer the question, to be honest with you.
You don't want to answer that question?
No, because I love them both. I mean,
You love them both?
yeah.
And there's nothing to forgive them for?
Well, maybe I should go to them if I have to or something.
I mean, in your mind, there's nothing to forgive them for?
Maybe my dad or.
What'd your father do to you?
He made me think of certain things about my mom, and my mom and dad were fighting over me, and like kind of.
They were fighting over you, you said?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Right.
And I guess my dad knew that he knew what he done, and I told him that it was okay, and that was it. I mean.
You say your father knew what?
My father knew what he had done to me when I was a kid, because they were fighting in custody over me.
Yeah.
And so I kind of saw both sides, but I was a kid at the time, so I didn't know what to think about it.
Right. Yeah, it's hard on kids to go through that stuff.
Yeah, so when I heard you talking about the family structure, like a couple of weeks ago, that made me think that, a family should be together, the husband, the wife, and the
Yeah.
kids.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, don't make up anything. You get to know yourself, and you will see what you need to forgive. But all people have to forgive their parents, because we all sin and come short. And the fact that you were born through a woman, you were traumatized. And all people who are born of the flesh are dying. And if you want to live, you must be born of the spirit. But get to know, pay attention to yourself, see how you act around them, and you will see what you need to let go of. And once you see it, go to them and forgive them, and you'll be fine. Are you dating?
I was, but not at this time.
And were you living with her,
Who?
with your girlfriend?
No.
Oh, okay. And what made you stop dating her?
I kind of get the feeling that she didn't want to see me, because she said that she wanted to focus on school, and she doesn't want to she rather focus on that.
Yeah.
So that gave me the expression to not see her. So I
good.
just go on and move and focus on me and trying to.
Right on. Well, you thank God when she told you that. You're like, yeah, go to school. That's a nice way out for you.
I guess I would consider it a blessing, because if she didn't want to see me, then what was the point?
That's right. Were you brokenhearted?
No.
Oh, good. But do the silent prayer. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Uh-huh.
So I started doing it, and I kind of felt something different when you said that you're not your thoughts, good or bad, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Because before that, I was just thinking a lot, like good and bad stuff, and that was me. But I let it go, and started to realize that I am not my thoughts. I'm me.
That's right. Good, man. Well, don't make up anything. If you'll see what you need to forgive them for. And then once you do, go and forgive, and your whole world will change.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, man. So this is your first time here?
Yes.
And how did you find us?
My son,
I'm sorry?
Leonel, he came here.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Any questions or comment? Who is your son? Is he here now?
I don't think so. No, he's coming.
Okay, let me know when you get here.
Yes.
You're like, that's him. Any questions about anything or disagreements or anything? Did your son go and forgive you?
When one day he come back to my house and he say, "Mom, I forgive you," and then I say, "Why? Why you tell me that? Why?"
And what did he say?
And then as I say yes, but it's like when you say forgive you, you need to feel from your heart, not from your mouth to out.
Yeah, you have to go.
It's not like I come to the house and say, "Oh, Ma, I forgive you." It's not like that. I explain on my son.
Well, God said that if you have anything against anyone, you go to them and forgive them. You just can't forgive in your heart and not deal with the person unless they're dead or refuse to deal with you. Because when you go and forgive them, you get your courage back and everything, because mothers has a way of destroying the children, turning them away from the father and play victim and make the kids think that she's a victim and identify with her. And so the kids become afraid of the mother. They can't be honest with her, and so all women become their God. But when they go and forgive mama, then God will become their God instead of the woman. And that way women can't control men anymore. You know how you control your husband?
Try.
She tried, huh?
I try 100%.
You try
but
to-
in a good way.
You try to control your husband in a good way?
What happened?
You try to control him in a good way?
Yes,
What's the good way?
with love.
That's it.
Yeah, with love, and
Mama's love, huh?
my mom.
Mama's love. You
Oh,
try to give
yes.
him mama's love?
Yes.
Does he fall for it?
What happened?
Does he fall for mama's love?
¿Cuál es la pregunta? ¿Ah? Yes.
Never fall for mama's love. It will control you.
It's because he loves me.
He loves
and
you?
I love him.
I'm sorry?
I love him.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he loves me. We
Amazing.
married like more than 30 years, I think. It's up and down,
Amazing.
everything. Life is like that, but it's still together.
Right on.
If I'm wrong, he made me walking in the good line. It's the same thing. When
Right
we
on.
do it,
Well, if you have any questions, let me know.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Well, and this is the first time I'm here with my wife.
Yes.
And my sons have always told me, "Come on, Dad, you need to come
Oh, good.
to here to hear you, It's
Right on.
about,
Wh-
but I have my own. I
Right.
believe in God. I don't believe in religions.
You don't believe in religion?
Religions.
I don't blame you.
I believe in God.
Right on.
And I always talk with my son about it because he come to house, and we talking before we was, and I have my own business. I have strictly, person. I had the right. I'm the chef, and I'll have always. He was working with me, and when he was in the kitchen, he was selling all the food all the time. I make a lot of mistakes. I say, please, do not make a lot of mistakes because I'm working all day here and I'm cooking a lot. And when you say, I'm sorry, okay, but we discuss anytime, many times in the business,
Right on.
but in the hard time, and they say, son, I love you, big one. Everything is happening here. Nothing mixed with you and me. And sometimes I hear by myself because I try you need to do that right way because I'm cooking all day. I don't want to
You
burn.
cook?
Yeah, I'm the chef.
Oh, okay.
And but when I go home, I explain him. The first thing I do, I hug him. I say, I love you, bro. Nothing happened. Everything is okay. What happened in the business, it's over.
Right on.
Well, anyway, and he always, Dad, you need to come here.
This is son coming here?
And I have my own ideas about it.
Oh, that's your son?
Yeah, he's Leo.
Oh, we're discussing you right now, buddy. Behind your back. So that's your son?
See.
Amazing guy. Really?
I mean, I think everybody's amazing.
No.
See.
Everybody not amazing. So if you have any questions, let me know, all right?
No, now. Maybe
Okay.
later.
Right on.
Just like hearing you.
Well, thanks for inviting your parents, man. Are you nervous? Let him have the mic. You looking forward to it?
Well, I wasn't expecting anything, but I was just very glad that they were willing to come over.
Yeah.
And man, it's amazing.
How's your sister?
Well, she's still doing her thing, meaning like in that fallen state mind.
Yeah.
We had a discussion not too long ago, but I'm not imposing my views on her. But yeah, we're all right. I mean, I'm cool
Did
with
she
her.
go to her mother?
No, I don't think so.
She never did go?
I don't think so.
We should have
if she
brought the
did,
sister today.
I invited almost the whole family, but they're doing their thing.
So I know your whole family. I know
Pretty
everybody,
much.
right?
Except my younger brother.
I haven't met him yet.
No.
Because there's one that's a pharmacist, right?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have an amazing family. Really nice family.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Is this your first time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's wrong? Take the mic.
Went drinking last night, unfortunately.
You what?
Went drinking with my Navy buddy.
Oh yeah. Did you get drunk?
Yeah.
You got drunk? Oh, amazing. Now that's amazing. And so you have a hangover now?
Yeah. Got a headache. That's
You
it.
have a headache?
Yeah.
Amazing. This your first time?
Here. Yeah.
Oh, any questions for me?
Can you smoke pot when you're on vacation?
Did I smoke pot? on
Can
vac-
you?
What?
Can you smoke pot when you're on vacation?
No.
Okay. That's it.
Do you smoke pot?
No, not anymore.
Oh. And so why'd you ask me that?
Cause he was wanting to do that.
Your friend did? He wanted to get drunk and smoke pot?
Yeah.
And did you say no?
No, I was gonna ask you.
Oh. No, don't smoke it.
Okay.
Don't get drunk either.
Yeah, I'm done.
You know,
with
you
that.
can have fun without getting drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, don't smoke the pot. All right? How'd you hear about us?
On YouTube.
Oh,
And we
okay.
had a counseling thing together.
We did?
Yes, sir.
On the phone?
Skype.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew I heard that southern twang. So you just got here yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Wow, welcome to LA, man.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
A lot of homeless.
You homeless?
I said there's a lot of homeless.
Oh, yeah.
Never
Out here in
seen it.
LA?
Yeah.
I know they everywhere.
Yeah.
There was a fat white woman. She was right at the driveway area near our building. And so yesterday I was driving by because I'd seen her there all week. I was driving by, so I let my window down. I said, "You gotta go." And she like cursing me out. "Damn you." I'm like, "What?" I'm saying, you gotta go. Now she was going, "Oh." But then when I got here this morning, she was gone. But they'll pile up around your place if you let them. And then they get mad if you tell them they gotta go.
Yeah. And there's trash everywhere.
Trash everywhere, man. It's a mess.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, welcome to LA. You came on the right day,
Thank you.
at the right time. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. Anybody? Yes, sir. This your first time too?
Yes, sir. It's
Uh,
an honor to meet you.
So what now?
So it's
Oh,
finally an honor to
Honor to
meet
meet you too, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
What's your name?
Felipe?
Felipe.
Yes.
I thought you were black. You're not black?
Probably 37%, I guess.
Oh, Joel, 30% white. Felipe. Well, I'm glad you're here. Are you from LA?
No, I'm from El Paso, Texas.
Really?
Yes.
No wonder you're Felipe. That's all living in El Paso.
Yeah.
Any questions or comments or disagreements?
I'm actually here because my dad lives in Rialto. He was never in my life. And according to my mom, he was abusive when she had me. So
To her or to you?
To her,
Oh,
while
okay.
she had me.
Did you tell I don't care? He should have beat you?
I was inside her stomach, so I wouldn't
Oh, you
know.
were still inside?
I was still inside.
Oh, do you remember?
No. No, so in order for me to have a better life, she took me away from my dad because I'm from Puerto Rico originally, and we moved to New York, so I never knew my dad growing up. And according to, I just recently forgave my mom. Had a talk with her 2 months ago. Listening to you and your live stream every day. I'm actually in the chats every day. So,
Right on.
you know, I really appreciate everything that you've been doing for the community, and I've been a lot of things that I've been taking what you're saying has been resonating with me, and I was like, you know what, everything that I've been doing in life right up to this point was wrong. It was totally
Yeah,
wrong, and
absolutely.
I finally realized that. So I always thought that, you know, you always saying, you know, I gotta forgive my mother and go back to my father, return to my father. I'm like, who's this guy talking about, you know? But it made a lot of sense once I started listening to you more often, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a shot. So I called my mom 2 months ago, and you know, I told her, you know, I forgive you for you imposing your will on me, and for you to take me away from my dad.
Yeah.
You know, because I only heard one side of the story. But the thing is that when I was 6 years old, my dad almost died in a car accident, and I pretty much had to go and see him when I was 6 years old on life support, going in and out of consciousness because we thought he was going to die.
Amazing.
You know, for the grace of God, he's here. But he has severe traumatic brain injury and pretty much doesn't remember a lot of things. So I want to return to him and have a good relationship with him. But even though I can't voice it because he doesn't understand it, do I forgive him in my heart, or how do I come about doing that?
I was still, can you talk to him at all?
Yeah, he actually lives here in Rialto with my grandparents.
Yeah.
So after I'm done here, I'm gonna go see him before I go back
Yeah,
to
I would
Texas.
still have a conversation with him.
Yeah, okay.
And then, because you just wanna, what do you mean your mother took you away from him so you could have a good life? What does that mean?
She was like I said, she was in an abusive relationship with him, according to her side. You know,
Yeah,
he
but,
was.
but why would she have to take you? Because they were fighting.
To be honest, I don't know. She felt like he was gonna impose his behavior on me as well. And since I'm the firstborn, she had me when she was young. She was only 19, and
Women who take children away from their fathers are evil. Your mother was evil for doing that.
yeah. And I told her that. I was like, how come
Because
you never
the fight
gave me
was
a chance?
between the two of them and not with you.
Yes. Yes, and I told her, you know, how come you never allowed me to have a relationship with my dad? And she was like, I never kept you away from him. It's that he used you as a tool to get to me, and I wasn't gonna allow him to come back to me, like, you know, using you as that. So, you know, growing up, that's the story that I knew.
Yeah, well,
But-
don't believe it.
Okay.
Did you believe it when she said it?
I just had this conversation with her 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I see.
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to have a wait and see attitude. So I'm not gonna take her by her word. I'm gonna go to my dad
Yeah,
and see if I could try to
absolutely.
get some type of explanation from him if he's able to because of his
Right.
brain injury.
Well, just don't hold anything against him. Once you talk to him, and you'll be fine. And that's
Okay.
what love is.
Yes.
Not to resent.
Yes, I hold nothing against him. You know, even though he was never in my life, I only see him like a handful of times in my life.
Right.
Last time I saw him, I was here about 12 years ago. You know, and
That's too
everything
bad.
was all good.
Well, you're fortunate that he's still alive, so you can have a conversation, even if he's not understanding.
Yes, yes.
So I wish you well with that, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's amazing.
Appreciate it.
All people, men and women, have to return to the Father if they want to be born again of God.
Yes.
Unless they overcome the nature of the mother, I don't care how many Bibles they read, how many churches they go to, what they give or don't give. If they're not born again of the Spirit, they're still of their mother. They're dying,
Yes.
and they're not of God.
Yes.
So that's why you must be born again.
Yes. And I also wanted to bring up because I'm going through a divorce right now.
Are you?
Yes. It's
You
going to
have
be
kids?
finalized. No,
Oh,
she's not
okay.
allowed to. I mean, she's not able to have children.
She's not able to have kids?
Yeah, she has a daughter from her first marriage.
You married a woman that had a child already?
Unfortunately, I know. I was
Beta male.
Yes, I was in a fallen state when
You
I
were really
when I
in a
met her.
fallen state.
Yes, I was. But where I finally was like, you know, I was doing things wrong. I know I want to have a family of my own, even though I told myself, you know, because where I'm from, trying to date people over there it's hard because a lot of them have, they're single mothers. And I'm not trying to play dad or stepdad to anybody's
That's
children
right.
because I've done that with her child. And her daughter gave me hell
Yeah,
all throughout this 8 years that I was with her.
yeah, because you're not her father.
No, I'm not, and I finally realized that, and I'm never gonna be her father.
Right.
You know, she has a father already. So, yeah, and she's 7 years older than me.
What?
Yeah,
The woman has a baby. Has she been married already?
yeah, she was married already for like 10 months.
And she's 7 years older than her. Were you smoking pot too in that father state?
I wish I was.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You were married to mama.
Yes, I was married to my mom.
Did you know beforehand that she couldn't have kids before you married her?
I knew that, and that was like one of the reasons that I decided to want to be with her because at that time I didn't want any children.
Oh, I see.
But now that I see, the type of person that I'm turning out to be,
Yeah.
wanting to have that paternal instinct and wanting to have my own children, she can't give that to me ever. So I
Right.
would like to find that, if God allows me to bring,
Right on.
that person in my
Nice.
life. But I made sure that she's younger than me.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
7 years older than you.
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
What, are you divorcing her or she divorcing you or both of you decided to?
No, I decided.
Good.
But she didn't take it very well, and she went on and decided to file for divorce, didn't even wait on me to do it. And now I'm in a situation that because she feels jaded by me, I had to put out money for court fees and money for half of the money that we spent on the wedding because she felt like the marriage was a fraud.
What?
Yes.
Repeat that. Yeah, because
She
she filed for the divorce,
she filed for divorce.
and now because she filed, you have to pay?
I have to pay, yes. I had to pay $1,200 for the divorce fee and $10,000, half of what we spent on the wedding.
You have, so she paid for the wedding?
We paid.
You paid for the wedding?
Yeah, we paid, but she paid more because she makes more than me. I'm on a fixed income. I'm a disabled veteran, so I only get a certain amount of money per month.
What a
And
mess, huh?
Yeah, and it was this whole marriage, this whole relationship was a complete mess. And it wasn't until I started realizing, with listening to you over the past 2 years, that I was doing life all wrong, and a
Yeah.
lot of it had to do because I was raised by my single mother,
Yeah.
and having to make women my god.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until you brought it up. I was like, you know what, Jesse's right. I have made women my god, and I've been married before as well. This is my
Whoa.
second marriage. So
How old are you?
I'm 39. I'm gonna be 40.
Oh, you don't look that old.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to be 40
That
next
don't
month.
crack.
No, we don't. At least 37% of it doesn't.
That's something else, man.
Yes. So, and that's what I realized, that I have issues and I need to get my life back on track. So, going on 40, I want to start life from scratch. I moved out of her house because I moved in with her. You said, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a complete
I need
mess.
a drink. On second thought, yeah, let's smoke that joint.
Don't do life the way I did it. Trust me, I'm learning now.
Wow.
Yeah, I moved in with her because she just purchased a home, and I had a little townhome where I'm at. So she wanted to move the relationship. She was the one that went to me after a year. Where are we gonna be? I was like, I thought we was fine where we was at. I go to your house, we hang together in the weekend. I go back home, But she pushed me into it. I was like, okay, I'll give up my apartment and move in with you. I should have never done that. I know.
Every time you listen to the woman, you suffer.
Yes, I've suffered for the past 7 years.
Well, the beautiful thing about this, now that you return to the Father, it's going to be as though none of that happened. You're making through all that stuff,
Yes,
and it'll be as though you don't have a past.
yes.
It's going to be amazing for you. If you said you didn't want the divorce, would you still have to pay?
Yes, but not as much
Is that
as.
like a law or something?
I don't know how it works in
Who
Texas.
told you you have to pay that?
Well, according to the judge that she went to file, that I
But-
had to pay for it because she
So
held me
did the
responsible
judge
for
tell
it.
you that, or did she tell you that?
No, she told me that, but when I get the order, the finalization on next month on October 6th, I will find out what I'm ordered to pay and what divorce decree.
So did she go to court and tell the judge you owe her money or something?
Yeah, according to what she told me.
So she lied?
No, not according to her. I mean,
Well,
I will
she's not
find
an
out.
honest
I will
person,
find out
why-
when I get the papers.
You can't trust her.
No, I know, I can't trust her. That's why I'm asking. I'm gonna go to the court this week to pay for a copy of that order to see
And see
what.
what she, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like you have to pay that.
No, and I'm not allowed to. If anything, I could take her for alimony because she makes more than me, but I didn't go that route. It was never
why
about
not?
that.
Take her for alimony.
I can now. It's too late. It was never about the money for me, Jesse. It was just
should
like
be.
I wanted. You're right about that. Now that I think of it, no, I just wanted to leave things the way it was in peace and
The
let
one
her
thing
live her
about
life.
men,
But
the
now she's
reason that
giving
women
up.
are beating up men because men are too nice to them. The moment a woman hit a man, you should call the cop. Come and get her, take her to jail, and leave her there. I don't care how many kids you have. And so if you can get alimony from her, I would definitely get it.
Yeah,
And
well,
then these women would see that these laws that they're fighting to pass against men are not fair. And it shouldn't be happening, and things will start to change.
I agree. But she made it possible that I can go for her for alimony anyways if I wanted to.
Why is that?
The stipulations that she put on the divorce decree with the judge, I wasn't there for any of it. This is what she's telling me. But I'm gonna find out everything, like what I'm entitled to and my rights as part of the decree.
Oh, good.
So
Wow. But I wouldn't take her word at it. And she probably lied. Sounded like she lied when she went to court, so I would deal with that, man.
yes,
All right?
definitely, yes.
And get alimony as much as possible. All right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. If they can do it, you can do it.
You're absolutely right.
Isn't that right? The young lady in the white right here.
Yes. I think you should ask for it. You deserve it.
Take the mic. Isn't
Yes, I think you should ask for it.
that- yeah.
That's not fair. That's 7 years that you deserve. Money.
Just say, you know what, Jerry? I was living with this woman for 7 years. 7 years, right?
Yes.
And she made me give up my townhouse. I gave up everything for her. I was her little boy.
I absolutely was. You're right about that.
And so she needs to give me alimony. They'll give it to you.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't work, just say Black Lives Matter. That'll work.
Unfortunately, I'm too right wing for that. I can't lie.
Pretend.
Okay.
Don't tell the judge you're right wing. All right?
You're right. I won't. But I just don't have it in me to say that. But
No, you don't need to say that. I was just playing about that. But I will fight back, though.
Okay, I will definitely try. I will go
Don't
see
let her
what I need to
destroy
do.
you like that.
No, you're absolutely right, Jesse. Yes.
All right? Okay. Any other question for me?
No, not at this moment. I'm gonna be leaving today, so if it's possible, can I get a picture with you and your staff?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, we'd
Thank
be
you.
happy to.
All right, thank you.
Amazing. Is this your first time here?
It is.
Oh, what's your name?
Brittany,
Brittany, welcome. And how did you find us?
my boyfriend introduced me to you.
Oh, you did? Is he a beta or alpha?
He's an alpha.
Yes. You want to tell me later the truth?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Has he always been alpha?
So far, yeah, he has.
Oh, good. And so that means that you guys have been having sex out of wedlock? Wow.
Yeah.
That must be hard on you.
It's my first time it is. But I really like him. So I feel like it's a change that I feel like I'm willing to do in
Right
order
on.
to be with this person.
Women are looking for real men, not some man that they can control. Right on. Cool guy. You must chest puffed up, huh? Alpha male. That's right. Any question for me?
Not right now. Thank you.
Any disagreements? No. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here.
I am too.
You been here before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice, man. Keep it that way.
Thank you.
All right. And you have if you get married, I'm not saying he's going to marry you, so don't get your hopes up. But if you should get married, it will last until death do you part, and then you will have arguments along the way, but it won't be devastating. It'll be fine. You'll get over it really fast. So make sure you keep it that way. All right. Is this your first time?
No, I came last week.
Oh, you did? Last week?
Yes.
Okay.
You call me a Jew.
Oh, yeah. You still look like a Jew.
Yeah, you told me that. Yes.
Do you feel like a Jew?
No, I'm not Jew.
Oh. Ain't nothing wrong with being Jewish. It's not a sin, you know. All right. Any question about anything?
Yes, I was thinking of what the guy here said about his wife problems.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you married without the law, like if you married in a church but not in, in papers, did that count as a marriage?
If a preacher married you,
Yeah, but you don't marry in
but you don't get
legally.
it. Oh, why don't you get it legally?
Because I think a lot of problems with money come from the legal, because the lawyers take advantage of the law.
Right.
But if you married just, in church, it's not legal. But it's.
Are you a
That's
Christian?
my question. Yes.
You a Christian?
Yes.
Well, you should give to Caesar that which is his. So if the law says you have to pay for the license and all that, you should do it.
But my question is, if you married in church but not on the law, did that count as marriage?
Yeah, you're still married.
Okay.
You're still married. Just that. Did you get a marriage license?
Yes. No. I don't know. In church, I don't know.
They don't give them in church. You have to get them
You
downtown.
gotta get it, yeah.
I mean, at the courthouse or somewhere. Did you get one of those?
No, I'm not married.
Oh, you're not married.
No.
But you're saying
I'm
if you
wondering
did that.
because when you're married by the law, when there's a divorce, the law supports the women. The lawyers start to manipulate in the law.
Right.
But when you married, because I know a couple of friends who married, kind of like a hippie way, like married on.
Without
yeah,
signing the paper and all that.
nothing. Yes.
Oh,
just,
okay.
But they consider themselves married.
Right.
So I'm wondering if that counts.
I mean, that is marriage, and you're right. The reason that they want you to pay out money for license and all that, because they're ripping you off. But we should follow the law of the land.
Right.
And nowadays, you could get this thing called, what do you call this thing? If you own stuff before you get married? Prenup. Yeah, get one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, but I believe if you did it the right way, seek the kingdom of God in his right way, and he would put the right woman in your life, you would never get a divorce. It would
Right.
last until death do you part. So you wouldn't have to go through all that prenuptial thing and all that.
And I have another question. If you are not of God and you get married, that's not a blessing, right?
No, that's a curse.
Because you're married without. Because I know a lot of people who don't believe in God.
Why
and
do
they
you
just get
think so
married.
many men and women are going through hell? They are getting married. They say under the umbrella of God because they mention him, but because they're doing it the wrong way, it's not from God and it doesn't work. So they're getting married in hell, and all they catch is hell.
So you go to God first, and then you get married.
Yes. Otherwise, you're going to catch hell.
Right.
All right? Are you about to get married?
No.
Oh, are you thinking about it?
No. I just wondering because I see a lot of cases like this guy here who they
Well,
get
he was in the
married.
fallen state and see what happened to him.
Right. But they get married, and then when there's a divorce, all these lawyers start to
Yeah.
taking money from everybody. It's all about like a game.
That's
a
why I
money
tell.
thing.
That's why I tell men that if they get married, and the woman decide to leave or the marriage end, if they try to take your children, just let them have the children. Because I wouldn't spend my money in the courts and things like that, because you're going to lose anyway. And if you should win, the woman's going to make it difficult for you to see your child. You got to do it her way, when she said. You got to not have them around anyone else. She still make it difficult. And any woman that would make it difficult for a father to see his child or the child to see the father is an evil woman. So it's not going to turn out well. So just let her have the baby, you go your way.
And just one more thing. I think there's a few women, especially in LA, that are. It's hard to find a woman in LA,
Yeah.
ironically, because I feel like. Yeah, a godly one. Yeah, it's very
What
hard.
kind? A godly woman? Yeah, it's hard to find. What's a godly woman? Who said that? Oh. What's a godly woman?
What's a godly woman? A woman whose heart is for the Lord first and foremost.
Oh, I see. You don't want a godly woman.
What? What kind of woman?
You want one that loves her father, and that means that she would love God. And if she loves her earthly father, you will have a woman that will be with you until death do you part. But if you marry a godly woman, you're going to catch hell. All in the name of Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that right?
Yes.
The man in the white shirt.
Is it right that if you marry a godly woman, you're going to catch hell?
Yes.
No, I don't understand what that means.
Because a godly woman only believes in the Bible, but she believes it intellectually, and she interpreted it to fit her ego need and not what is right. And so the man going to catch hell from that. That's from the woman that know the Bible, because it's all ego. That's why I said you shouldn't marry a woman that's educated, because she doesn't make for a good wife or a good mother. She's on an ego trip. So those women that are educated with the Bible, they're on an ego trip. I know so many men who have caught hell from the godly women. I used to go to Christian Center, and all the women were godly. Walk up right there, oh, praise the Lord, brother. 1 John chapter 2. And the guy's like, wow, this is some God. And the moment they start dating, they catch pure hell. Most of the hell come from the godly women.
Yes.
Sure, am I right about that? Or not? I'm sorry?
You're right.
Yeah. Don't marry a godly woman. Especially if she's a Bible thumper. She'll beat you with the Bible. Let God add a woman unto you.
Right.
Don't look for one. He know your need. This is for men and women. Let God add unto your needs. You're only supposed to seek the kingdom of God and nothing else, and He will add it on. So don't look for anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Thank
That
you.
makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You look just like your folks, man. I see both your father and mother in you. Wow. When I see you, I see your father.
That's amazing.
But that doesn't make you God. But you look like him, too. Hey, you look like the mother. He had your what? Your height? Heart. Oh, no wonder you were suffering. No. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna validate what you said about not marrying a religious woman or an educated woman, because my first wife was a Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh my God, that's even
And,
worse.
Yeah, I caught tons of hell from her and her mother.
In your alimony, make sure you write that in there.
Oh,
And
no,
you
this
want
was my
money
first
for
wife.
going through that too.
No, that was my first wife.
We'll get alimony from her.
Okay.
No.
I don't. And wow, I gotta go way back now. And then my soon-to-be ex-wife now, she works for the government. She has 2 masters, and with her job, it takes her away because of the type of job that she does with the government. And she tried hard to be a good wife, but it just wasn't working out for us, because she was always gone for weeks at a time. I'm always home. I had to play the house husband, and she made the majority of the money. So she felt like she had dominance over me because of that. And you're absolutely right about that. When you said it, I don't know if it was like two or three shows ago. I'm not entirely sure, but you were saying never marry an educated woman because of that.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that the hard way.
Don't marry an educated woman, whether she's educated with the Bible or secular education. You do not want it. All right? If you have any problem finding a woman, let me know. There are a lot of them down in Alabama that's not educated. All races too, so. Yes, sure.
But what if you're already educated?
Forget about it. Go dumb.
Okay, no, I only ask because.
Yeah, that's a good
yeah,
question.
I mean, because a lot of I only ask because, when you're growing up, you don't know all these things.
That's right.
But you have to take care of yourself. So if you do go to school and get a degree that's useful as a woman, you're just trying to take care of yourself. You can't just, So what do you? I'm sorry.
Pattern of this world.
Yeah, it's pattern of the world. And so what do you do if you have that education, but you want to follow God?
Well, if you
want to
see-
be you know, like you're seeking, but you have this education, you have this job. What do you do if you also want to be?
Women should do what men are doing, seeking the kingdom of God in the right way, and then that knowledge would disappear. It wouldn't be, because you would renew your mind, and you wouldn't be driven by that knowledge. Your ego would die because the knowledge fulfills the ego.
Okay.
And it makes you think you're something that you're not. But he will renew your mind, and it becomes secondary.
Okay.
Yeah. That way he will add a man unto you if it's meant to be, and it'll be amazing. You'll be a good wife. Yes, sir. And then, right here first and then there.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
No woman is
That's
good.
right.
All is well.
I'm doing well. I need to remember that.
Yeah.
I just had a comment. So in my previous church, there's these women, they have their ministry, and the ladies get together. But something I observe is that there's a lot of them that are single, right? So it goes back to what you're saying, that being Bible thumpers and intellectualizing the Bible. And I'm like, I don't want to be single for the rest of my life like them. So that's just where I'm at. And when it comes to education, I wasn't planning on going to college when I was in high school, but my aunt told me if I wanted to work at the factory all my life, and then I thought about it. I'm like, no. So I ended up going to become a teacher, so I have a bachelor's, but right now that I've been teaching for like 9 years now, my peers look down on me because I only have my bachelor's, and I don't consider myself to be like a very intelligent person. I mean, I've been learning as I go, but I do feel like people look down on me because there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I don't have like a higher degree. My assistant principal told me that she wants me to get a master's, but me personally, I just don't find it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
just
next
wanted to
time
make that comment.
Next time she tell you that, give her the finger and go live your life.
And and when it comes to that lady, she actually has a doctor's, right, in education, so we call her doctor.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, it's this whole culture when it comes to these people. And something that I observed from her is that she's working like all day, nonstop, and she just had a little baby, and I found that very interesting. That
Is she married?
Yes, she's married.
Poor husband.
Right. So I'm like, how could you be away from your baby like that, especially when they're newborns, right?
Yeah.
So just an observation.
What I find is that men and women don't love their children anymore. There's this, and I was going to mention this, Netflix. Is that right? Netflix? Did you hear about this?
Cuties?
Yeah. They have something called Cuties, right? And these girls are 11 years old, and they are dancing like sluts in a movie, I guess. And they're like humping the floor. They're turning around and showing their little undeveloped butts. And it's a real mess. It's so sad. And I'm thinking, how is it that the parents allowed their daughters to be used in that way? What kind of parent would let their daughter dance like that? I don't care. There's not enough money in the world for that. It's such a traumatic thing for these girls. And they got them made up as though they're sexy, and they look like pole dancers or something, at 11 years old. And when you see it, it's sad. But the parents don't love their children anymore, because the network could not do it if the parents did not allow it. So, yes, they're wrong. They're totally wrong. But the network, but the parents are allowing it to happen. They're in this movie, you can see adults sitting around watching these girls, and they're like applauding. And I'm like, where's your soul that this can happen to these kids like this? 11 years old. And they turn around on the stage and they show their butts and like adult women or something like that.
A lot of my students in 7th grade.
So what now?
A lot of my students in 7th grade, because I teach 7th, 8th, and 10th, and I have like a teacher Instagram, I see that they put a lot of sexual content on Instagram. So they're watching pornography, and it's really just shocking just how
I
young
want to
they are.
blame the network, they are wrong for doing that, but I blame the parents because it's the parents' responsibility to watch over the children so that when they do go out into the world can't use them. But the parents are not watching their kids. And then they want the public school to open up again. I'm glad the public school is shut down. Keep it that way. Don't ever open it because look how they corrupt the kids. These people are burning down the country. White kids who have money, they have no reason to be burning down the country. But they've been brainwashing the educational system. And so I'm glad that the schools are shut down.
I was sharing this story with somebody here, but on Friday I ended up, because we're doing remote learning, so I taught a lesson on 9/11, and I was using a PragerU video. And in the video it said that, you know, one of the reasons that this happened is because America's hated, you know, by its enemies. And I asked the kids.
America hated what?
It's hated by its enemies, right? It has enemies. America has enemies.
Enemies within?
Just abroad, because we're talking about 9/11 and how we were
I see. I got you.
attacked by,
Okay.
you know, Arabs. So I asked the kids, do you guys think that we still have enemies? Just to see where they're at. And I had two young men. It seems like there's these conversations happening in their home, and they're like China and Russia. So innocently, I just stated, you know, that's why Trump wanted to ban TikTok, right, to protect, you know, the people. And then one of the students was like, yes, because TikTok is stealing data from Americans. But once I said Trump, the class just went insane. F that racist, and it was just terrible. And I said, in my classroom, I want you guys to respect the president. I don't care what your... Thank you. So I said, I don't care what your opinion is, but keep it to yourself, but we're not going to be disrespecting the president.
Good.
And they just started saying, I'm not going to respect no racist and blah, blah, blah. So I just ended up trying to move on, but this particular girl just kept unmuting herself because I kept muting her. It was really bad. It was really bad. So, you know, apparently I was accused just being you Trump lover. You're gonna vote for Trump, aren't you? And it was just so disrespectful the way that they were speaking to me. But again, I have no classroom management anymore because it's.
So they can't fire you?
I don't know. I mean, I emailed the administrator. I'm like, this is what happened. This is what I said. Just exactly how I told you.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
I
good for
don't
you.
think I did anything wrong, and I should not be fearful either. So.
That's right.
Right.
Absolutely. And if they try to fire you, mute them.
Okay.
Let's say the principal call you up, oh, you're fired, but before she can say you are muter. All right? Oh, yes, sir. Right here.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on education. So, I mean, I went to college and I got one of those fancy science-y degrees. And now I'm starting to realize that it was just nonsense. It's just, all it is just a title. So you can look down on others and be like, that guy's dumb, I'm smarter than him.
Right.
And so once you know that for yourself, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman who has been educated, quote unquote. And then also too, I mean, look around at all the destruction that education has caused. Now people are logicalizing transgenderism and, you know, normalizing homosexuality and like doing the whole Cuties thing.
Yeah.
So it's like they're so smart, quote unquote, that they're dumb. You know, they're
educated people are the dumbest people on this side of heaven.
and that's what I've learned.
They are so dumb.
Yeah.
They are like dumb.
Yeah.
Really. I'm
Yeah.
looking at them and the things that they say. They're supposed to be experts in different. And you listen to them, they have no idea what they're talking about.
Yes.
Zero idea. I'm like, what the? They need to hear my experts because my experts don't have degrees.
Yeah.
And they make more sense than the people with the degrees. That's why I say don't spend your money on these people. They're not counselors and all that. They're just taking your money and then they give you drugs. Don't do it, man. You're right, they're dumb.
Right. Yeah, and then just with my whole life experience, you know, I worked with people in like, you know, a nuclear laboratory, and like the guy who was running it was a total idiot, you know.
Yeah.
He, he had the whole doctor title and everything, but he needed his assistants to like really help guide him and help us that were working under him. And same thing when you go. When I went from there to every really kind of area when I was working, you see stupid people everywhere, and especially the educated ones.
Yeah, they're like dumb.
Yeah.
They're like dumb, dumb, dumb. You don't need a degree. You have everything inside of you that you need. Look within. The kingdom of heaven is within. Whatever you need is already there and it's laid out for you. And when you return to the Father, your life starts to unfold. Really, you learn how to save your money. And that's one thing I want to talk about here in a few minutes. You learn how to buy land. You learn how to earn your way, and it's amazing. And the money that you spend on education, you can take that money. So if your parents want you to go to school, make a deal with them. Okay, it costs $100,000 to go to school. Give that to me, and then go buy land. Say, hey, Dad, Mom, give it to me, and go buy land. And then buy some rental property. One thing leads to another. I'm telling you, you don't need to be spending your money on these folks. They are using you. And those people that are telling you all this stuff, they don't know what they're talking about, really. You could save that money and do something else with it and have a real life. Just don't compare your life to other people. Live your life. If somebody have a lot of money, wish them well. Hey, I'm really glad for you. But still live your life. Don't wish, oh, I had a lot of money, because they have a lot of money. Your life is your life. It's no one else. And be grateful, have a good attitude, and you'll be amazed how amazing your life will be. Don't compare your life to anyone. I don't want to be anyone but me. I'm so happy being me. I got a roof over my head. I have food on my table. I can put gas in the car. I can run the homeless away from the street, my building. I'm happy. And if anybody else needs more, you don't need a lot to live with. It's just that the world have you thinking you need a whole lot. And the more you get, the more you want. That doesn't make you happy. Seeking the kingdom of God, returning to the Father, that's what brings peace. And you'll be surprised what you can do without. Don't compare it to anyone, all right? Let me take here and then here. All right, then Raymond.
Reverend Peterson, I have a quick question.
Just call me Jesse.
Jesse, I have a quick. I got a quick question for you, like this young lady here, this professional teacher. A lot of the kids that are from Antifa, Black Lives Matters, they call us, because we're out in the streets, preaching the gospel.
Yes.
They call us fascists. They call us Nazis.
Yep.
Okay, but yet my father, okay, he's a World War II vet. He fought for this country. He was between Omaha and Utah.
Yes.
And in the Battle of the Bulge, okay? And I remember we were losing the war, and Winston Churchill, he declared a national day of prayer. And with that prayer, we pushed the Germans back. So what I'm saying is, what would you tell these kids that are saying, oh, you guys that are preaching the gospel out there, you say that you're a communist, you're Nazis, you're fascists. What would you tell these kids, because they're being brainwashed?
I would tell them to suffer and die. You can't convince them. You just have to be the example, tell the truth, and let them suffer and die. Is hell a curse word? If you say go to, is that a curse word? Is that your, that's a curse word?
Ask James. James would tell you.
Oh, let me ask the man in the white shirt. If you tell someone to go to hell, are you cursing?
I never thought about it.
So I would, let's find out if that's a curse word or not. If it ain't, just say go to hell. Yeah, let them suffer and die. You can't do anything. Their parents have failed them. The educational system have brainwashed them. And when they get older, they'll realize that they were wrong. But they need to suffer in order to overcome it. All right? So there's nothing you can do. I was at a rally 2 weeks ago now, I guess. And Black Lives Matter and Antifa, those people were there. And so I was on the megaphone. I can't tell you what word I used. But let's put it this way. It's a cuss word. And I was saying, Black Lives Matter, we ran them off. And so you got to be brave. These people don't have courage. If they can't intimidate you, they'll fade away. But when they know that they can intimidate you, they will destroy you. So just be brave and say, okay, fine, suffer and die. Because they hate Christianity, they hate God, they hate their parents. They're full of hate. All right, so just say whatever. All right, is this your first time here?
Yeah, my first time here.
Welcome, man. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, how did you hear about us?
My friends, they invite me here.
Your friends did?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My brother Carlos and then brother Gane.
So what now?
Sister Gane.
Oh, okay. Any questions or disagreement about anything?
Well, I came here, I was thinking like to worship God, something.
Like lifting up holy hands?
Yeah, I was
We don't do
thinking
that
like
here.
that. So, well, I like it how the people honestly and open.
Yes.
I can say them keep going, and like to live in this world is honestly is the best thing. So and then, but the another way to tell them my brothers. When I received the Lord Jesus almost 1 year, 7 months, so the only thing I give my problem, my heavy thing to the Lord Jesus Christ, I open my heart, and then He give me the rest. He changed my life, because I give Him first to the Lord Jesus, my problem.
And how did you give them to Him?
How I give to the Lord Jesus my life?
Yes.
Because I trust Him, and then.
But how did you give? You say you gave Him your troubles?
I give Him my problem, everything.
How did you do it?
Because I pray, and then I take a fast, and then for my problem, to give the Lord Jesus. And then He changed my life a lot, and then I wait for another problem I have to change my life. But to people to tell them, first, number one, to change the life, only Jesus Christ can change the life.
Right.
No one can change another thing.
That's right.
Because He has the power to change it because He made us. And then, second, what I said before, I like it to be honestly in open heart. Because if you open all the time, if you honestly, people love you, everyone love you. God will love you, people love you, friends love you.
For being honest?
Yeah, if you're honest, if you
Where
open.
are you from?
I'm from Eritrea, East Africa.
You from where?
Eritrea, East Africa.
Oh,
next to Ethiopia.
Oh, East Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Is
So-
that your neighborhood too, Hermes?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you look like him. Don't they look alike? My PR guy. You see him, Hermes? Does he look like you?
Yeah.
He's from there too.
Yeah, Ethiopia.
He told you already?
Yeah, we already talked.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you like, hey, brother?
Yeah.
You like, hey, brother? Let me ask you, you're a Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Do you still sin?
Well, sometimes I drop because I'm a single. Sometimes I sin by thinking, acting sin, but by my mind.
You sin in your mind, but you don't act it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
why do you still sin in your mind?
Yeah, still is a sin.
Why are you doing that? As
Because
a Christian, why are you doing that?
Because man is all the time sin by looking. But when I saw a woman, something like that, so I sin, but I repent right away what I'm seeing, and then
So you like walking down the road, you see the sexy woman, you go, ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, Lord.
Like it's
and
not.
then you
It's
walk
not,
down the road, you see another one. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, Lord.
No, like kind of like that, but sometimes.
He said kind of like that.
Yeah, and then, but most time I saw like like wicked, like something picture. I used to look. I used to watch porn like when I was a new Christian.
You used to watch porn, you say?
I used to watch porn.
What? Oh, when you were a new Christian.
Yeah. So and then after that, I asked to God, give me grace. I don't want to see no more. Then the Lord Jesus, He delivered me. I'm okay right now for this kind of stuff.
Right. Do you want me to tell you how to never sin in your mind again?
Okay.
You gotta forgive your mother so you can overcome that mindset, and He'll renew your mind, and then you doubt every thought. And just look at them like you're looking at a movie. That way you don't get into them. And when you, because every thought is a lie. Did you know that?
Yeah, I don't have nothing problem with my mom. I love, and then I live with her.
You live with your mama?
Yeah, I came from Las Vegas.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
You live with your mama in Vegas?
Yeah, with my brothers, younger brothers.
Why are you living with your mama, man? You sinning.
Because she don't working. I help her.
But you're not her husband.
Well, I'm not her husband. Yeah, I'm his son.
Right, but now you're not even her son anymore. You're an adult man. You need to go have your life. Get out of your mama's house. You're gonna sin.
Well, I wanted to get out, but I don't have enough money to live by myself to take care of my mom. So.
But she's not gonna ever let you have enough because she's gonna make you take care of her, and then you're gonna get older. You become depressed, and then you need antidepressant medication. She's killing you. You got to get away from mama.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm still a prayer for that. That's why I told you I have answer for. I waiting for the Lord Jesus Christ.
Say, well, Lord. The Lord said, move today.
Yeah. I understand. I know.
Get out, man.
Yeah,
You're not her husband. You don't owe her anything.
I can because she need help.
No, she needs Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, she need Jesus. She have a Jesus. She believe Jesus, but she's still not born again.
Right.
And she's Orthodox.
She's what?
Orthodox. Orthodox.
Oh, here we'll leave the Orthodox mother right at home. You stay. She live in Vegas.
Yeah.
Don't go back. Stay with the brother and the sister until you can get your place. Because she's not going to let you go.
Well, yeah,
you shouldn't be living with your mama, man. Are you dating?
Not right now.
I can see why. Are you a street preacher?
Yeah, that's why I came here to preach.
How are you street preaching and you stay with your mama?
Well,
I thought so.
I told you she's not working.
That's not your fault.
It's not my fault, but she came to America.
That's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault, but I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going.
No, you don't.
I know.
You don't know what you're doing, and you don't know where you're going.
I know.
If you are the street preaching, you're 20. How old are you?
25.
At 25, you're a preacher. I mean, you are a Christian. You should not be living with your mama.
Well, I have a reason to live with my mom because our situation is something.
That's not your situation. That's her situation.
Yeah, but I say to tell you, my mom, she came to the America new, and then she bring me here in America, and then my brother, my brother, and then they was helping me. So my brother, they was living with my mom. They was take care us. They got responsibility when I came to America, and then I give them till they live by themselves. And then my youngest brothers, sisters, and then they're gonna grow up. When they finish high school, and then I gotta go out, and then they're gonna help. That's our. We have a plan.
Who set that plan up? Your mama?
No.
Who made that plan?
By ourselves, everyone. Like my plan right now, and then when my younger brother, they grow up a little bit when they finish school, and then I gotta go out.
Do you smoke pot?
I don't do anything no more.
You used to smoke pot?
I don't know. I smoke only weed before I received Jesus. After I
And were
received.
you on pot when you made this plan?
No.
You went high?
I don't want high. I'm living like Christ's life.
No, you're not. Christ couldn't stand his mama. Remember one day he was out in the church somewhere reading or learning or whatever he was doing, and mama like, who are you? We were looking for you. He like, mama, go sit down. Had you been seeking the Father, something like, if you've been seeking the Father, you would have known to leave me alone. Isn't that in the Bible somewhere?
Yeah.
Your mama ain't your friend.
Well,
where's her husband?
Back home.
Well, ship her back to her husband.
Because she have to live with the younger kids for the younger kids, small kid.
But they need their father, so the mama need to go back home with the younger kids.
Yeah, they need the father. My younger brothers, sisters, they're asking him to come in America.
Yeah.
So we are new in America, and then my younger brother's like 3 years,
Right.
and then me, I'm 4 years in America.
Right.
So the situation is my father to come here, and then he say, I will come. And then we are the situation we're gonna fix it when my father is coming, and then my father, he can take care of them, the kid.
But they need him now, so tell your mother to go back home to daddy and take the young kids with you. And then when they can come with the father, then they come. The kids need the father more than they need the United States. They need the father's love.
Yes, they need, but
And
my
your
father.
mama need the father. That way you won't have to take care of her.
Yes, they need, but my father, he cannot come here right now.
Well, then they need to go back to him.
They don't want to go.
Who don't want to go? Your mama?
No, the kid.
Oh, how about your mother? Does she want to go?
Well, she want, but she don't want to lose them.
She doesn't what?
To lose, like she don't want to if she go, the kids they need help.
How old are they?
The youngest 16.
Well, they have no other choice. They have to go.
Well, they don't want.
But it's not what they want. They need their father. If the mother loved the father, she would take them back to be with the father. It's not their choice.
Yeah, but
Let
if
me talk to your mama. You want to call her?
She don't speak English.
She doesn't?
Yeah, she not speak English.
Can you interpret for us?
Well, I have to tell her before to call her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to deal with your mama, man.
Okay.
It's a setup.
Okay.
All right, it's okay. All right, well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
But move away from your mama.
I will. That's my plan.
When you had a girlfriend, were you living with your mama?
No.
Oh, good.
Like that's in our culture. Until to marriage, to live with family. When you marriage, you get out from family.
That's amazing. Those type of women from those countries, they so mean. Those are some mean women and controlling. Have you noticed that?
Controlling women?
Those, yeah, they love to control the men. They try to control the children and everything.
Well,
the women from your country.
Some of yeah, some of not.
No, they're all like that.
Well, it depends. Like
no. No. They are all like that.
Well, I can say like some of what I know, some of good, they
You
follow.
never met a good one.
And then some of them they control, but
they all control.
If it's
try to leave your mama house, you'll see. If you go home, you say, you know what? I give you a month. I'm out of here in a month. You'll see what happens. All hell will break loose. Oh, I brought you over here. Your brother, your sister, they need you. We need you. Oh, Peppy, stay. You selfish. You no good. You don't love us. You're like, no, Mom, I'm a grown man. I'm not your wife. I mean, I'm not your husband. So you don't love us. You can't go.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. As I told you, this is our culture, the way.
Well, forget about culture. You're supposed to overcome that.
Well,
Christians are not ancient culture.
Well, we grow up here, and then I saw my life like this, so it's hard to change. But and then I told you until we married, we live with our family, we help them.
No, that's for women.
And then
the women should stay home. Well, not nowadays because the mothers are crazy, but if all was equal, the woman stay home until the man come and get her. The man don't stay home until the woman come and get him. Vader.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone else that. Don't say you wait. Are you waiting for a wife?
Yeah.
What the? No, not in America. It's the other. Men go out and then eventually find a wife and everything works out. The ladies stay home until the man come and get her away from the parents.
Mm.
When in America, do as Americans. So you got to move.
Yeah, I want to move, I told you, but the situation we are, I can't move. But I know I need that. I want to out, but until my younger brothers, when they start to work,
don't wait.
So I cannot do nothing.
Yeah, send you tell your mother to go back home to the father.
Well, she can't go back because we have a problem, government problem, something, a corruption. When we move, like we escape out.
You have government corruption in your country?
Yeah. So
we have it here too. Have you heard?
But when you
it's
back
bad here.
When you back home, and then they're gonna take you to prison.
They will here too.
So what we have to do in like this, I know living in America, and then I used to live in my country. I saw the difference.
Right, I understand that. But
and here, you can tell to any problem you're wrong, and then they can answer your problem. But over there, they can't, because if you say something, they take you to prison.
Right.
So,
but if you say something here, they'll take you to prison.
Well, some of them, they listen to you, and then they fix it. What's your problem?
Only if you vote for them.
Maybe I don't see, and then I don't know before.
Right.
I know what I'm seeing before.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I'm glad you're here. All right.
Thank you.
But you got to move away from mama.
I will.
All right. So let me just say this, and then because of time, we're almost up already. There were 2 police officers shot in L.A., I guess yesterday. Yeah. They were sitting in their car, and some black guy just went over and shot them, and then a male and a female cop, according to the report. And there's some black, so they rushed these people to the hospital, right? And then some black radical protesters went to the hospital, trying to get in to harass the cops that were shot. Isn't that amazing? And then they said that police officers are the worst gang members than gang members themselves. Wow. Satan is busy. He really is. And that's going to get worse before it get better, all right? Just FYI. But you need to be aware, be alert when you're out there. Don't just walk around in your head not knowing what's going on. And then the other thing is, James, they passed a law that adult men can have sex now with adult boys and not have to go to jail. I mean, with young boys. Yeah. What is it, James, real fast?
The governor signed it into law that, the judge has discretion on whether to call the offender a sex offender. So they can decide, it's up to the judge's discretion. Beforehand, it would automatically be a sex offender if they had sex with a minor between 14 and 17.
Yeah.
Still legal, though.
Homosexuality. Yeah, it's
So
still
what?
illegal.
It's still
illegal, but they're not
It's just-
necessarily going to be a sex offender.
It's illegal, but you won't be a sex offender?
Right, 'cause
That means you don't have to go to jail?
I don't know about that part. But you may go
How
to
can it be
jail.
illegal?
But being called a sex offender, everybody knows. Like your neighbors are notified that you're a sex offender.
But they won't be able to call them that if the judge say you can't now, right?
Correct.
Right.
The judge can say, "Oh, this is not a sex offender necessarily."
Right, but the judges are not going to go against the homosexuals.
Right. Yeah.
What the? This is why we need men to come back to your natural state of being. We really do. That's why this stuff is happening. Let me do this really fast. I know I see hands, but we'll run out of time. And I said that we're going to end come hell or high water on time. And I'm going to prove that a black man can end on time. But the question from last week, biblical question, do people change? Remember that question? Okay. Do people change? Let me go here first. This your first time too? Oh, okay. Right here. If you look at me, Esteban, you'll see. Right here. Yeah. Do people change?
Yes, people do change.
And have you changed?
Yes, I have.
From what to what?
I used to be very ignorant.
You used to be?
And yes,
Do you wear a mask?
yes.
I'll rest my case. No, I'm playing.
Well, I'm from San Francisco, so it's really smoky up there. You need a mask.
Oh, yeah. It's very smoky up there, man.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to L.A.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Will.
Oh, Will. Will called the show, right?
Yes, I did last week.
That will be done. Welcome, Will. So you changed from what to what?
I used to be very ignorant and just listen to what people
Yeah.
tell me, and now I do a lot more research and
Right on,
study
man.
as much as I can.
Isn't that amazing that human beings just listen to what someone else says and just take it as a fact and they start repeating it and it's not even true?
Well, peer pressure does a lot, wanting to be accepted in a community.
Yeah. Amazing. Any questions for me, Will, since you came a long ways?
I have a lot of questions. I
Okay.
hope there's enough time.
Yeah, there's enough
to
time.
answer
Go
a
ahead.
few of them. I was wondering, is it possible to follow Islam and Christianity
No.
together?
No Allah u Abba.
Why do you think that?
Because there's only one God and you want to only serve him. And so you can't serve two.
So what do you think about the U.S. Constitution being based on Thomas Jefferson's interpretation of the Quran?
I don't know what his interpretation of the Quran is.
What's the Constitution now?
Oh, the whole Constitution is based
Yeah.
on I don't know, man. That's a new one.
Yeah.
So are the Allah u Abba people Christians?
Well, they try to give Islam a bad name.
Are you Islam?
Yes.
Are you Muslim?
Muslim.
A what?
Muslim.
What?
It's a different interpretation. Just like I said,
You're not a Muslim, you're a Muslim?
No, Muslim is more Arabic, and Muslim would be more American.
And which one are you?
American.
Oh, okay. And so you believe in God?
Yes.
You do? And that's what they teach too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How come they cut everybody's head off and they didn't disagree?
Well, because they interpret the Quran differently.
Oh.
And they believe if it's for their good reason, they can do whatever they want.
Oh, okay. Well, call my show and I'll have one of my experts talk about the guy who did the Constitution like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he now?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
He's passed away.
I rest my case. Any other quick question concerning you or non-political?
Yeah, I've been noticing that I have a lot of problems with other people following my directions, and it turns into a big mess a lot of times because I can't get cooperation.
You can't make them follow your direction?
Well, it seems like people don't want to.
Like who?
Just family and loved ones.
Oh, I see.
Friends.
Well, they don't have to follow your direction. Just wish them well, and you go on with your life.
Okay.
Don't get upset if someone doesn't follow your directions. They don't owe you that. That makes sense?
Yes.
Why do you get mad when they don't follow your?
I wouldn't say I get mad. I just end up doing a lot of things on my own.
Right.
And because of that, I get less accomplished.
Oh, I see. And so are you talking about working on stuff or
Yeah,
Or,
many times it's work related.
oh, I see. And do you have your own company or something?
No, but I do a lot of work, around the house and
Oh, I see.
Cars.
And your brothers and sisters don't want to help?
No.
And you get mad?
Sometimes.
Oh, I see. What type of work you do around the house other than working on cars that make you mad when they don't work?
Everything. I try to do as much on my own without outsourcing any work.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get angry at them. They don't have to do it. All right? You don't have a right to get angry at them for not following your directions. Especially if you're not paying them. If you had your own company and they didn't follow your direction, you can fire them.
Well, that's why I don't pay them, because
Yeah.
it always turns into a disagreement and
Right.
then somebody quits.
Yeah, so just move on, and if you need help, hire someone to help you that will follow your directions.
Yeah.
All right? Have you forgiven your mother?
Yes, I have.
You went to her?
Yes.
And how about your father?
I have been attempting to, but he's disassociating himself with me because he feels like I'm going to bring on an intervention with the family.
Oh, he think that you're going to bring him back to the family?
Well, he believes that everybody's against him and that we're going to come together and basically just talk bad about him. And,
Oh, I see. And have you been against him before?
yes,
Well, that's why he believe that. He's not wrong then, right?
I believe he's wrong.
I mean, if you've been against him before with the family, and now you want to talk to him again, why wouldn't he believe that's what you want?
Well, I don't think that he knows that we have been against him before.
I'm sorry?
I don't think he knows if we've been against him.
Oh, he doesn't know you were against him?
No, he just assumes that
Oh.
because
so-
we've never had a chance to confront him.
So just tell him you want to meet with him and that you just want to talk to him to work everything out between the two of you. And don't worry about the family and all that kind of stuff. And then he'll see that you are real and you will connect to him and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I've tried that and been unsuccessful.
Well, then move on.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to meet with you, you can't make him. But don't hold anything against him.
Yeah, it's preventing me from being able to forgive him in person.
Because he won't meet with you, right?
Yes.
Well, just realize you shouldn't be resenting him. And God knows your heart, and he will cause you to forgive him. Did he do anything to you?
Yes, he abandoned me and my mother and my sister when we were young.
He abandoned you and your mother and sister?
Also, my two other brothers, they have different mothers
Oh, and why did he abandon you?
because of drug use,
And how do you know that?
because it's been documented.
It's been documented?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Like he's gone to rehab and.
Oh, I see.
and
Well, if
still
he on
continues.
drugs, don't hold that against him. You know he has issues.
Yeah.
All right? He has hatred in his heart, so he can't help but use drugs. It wasn't like he didn't love you. He just couldn't function well. So don't hold that against him. Are you doing the silent prayer?
I'm not familiar with it.
Go on silentprayer.video. It's on our YouTube channel. I want you to start doing that so God can work with you and bring you out of the darkness of your imagination so you don't live in those thoughts. You've heard me say all thoughts are lies, right?
Yes.
Do you believe that?
Yes.
Yeah, all thoughts are lies. And so once you forgive, God's going to bring you out, and the real you will be separated from the not you, and it'll be amazing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting closer to that.
Yeah, do the silent prayer video, and let me know what you think about it, all right?
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Okay. This is your first time?
Yes.
What's your name?
Cecil.
Let him have it, Mike, yeah. Any questions, Cecil?
No.
Do people change?
Yes.
From what, have you changed?
Yes.
From what to what?
Following God more and listening to the Spirit.
Oh, you did?
Doing the silent prayers also helped control
okay.
my thoughts. It's helped a lot.
And you do the silent prayer every day?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Any questions or disagreement for me?
No, I've seen the benefits of it.
Right on, man. This your first time too?
Yes.
What's your name?
Alex.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, yeah? You look much younger, man.
I know. Thank you.
Alex, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any questions for me?
I had one. When you were growing up in Alabama, did you attend church?
Yes.
Did they?
Well, once a month.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that we only went to church on the first Sunday of the month? They only had church The first Sunday of the month. We didn't have to go every day. The first Sunday of the month. And if we wanted to go, we would visit other churches, but once a month. And then they would have revival. We would go every day for a week so we could save the sinners. But that was it. Go ahead.
The reason I ask is because I've been listening to the much older hymns, and it sounds more of what you speak of than what today's Christianity speaks of.
Yes.
And I don't know if when you were going to church as a kid, they spoke more about, are you perfect? Do you sin? When you were growing up?
They definitely did not promote sin. You know, you hear the Christians saying now that you could be born again of God and still sin. They were not saying that you could do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you were a sinner, they would correct you to tell you need to be born again, because it's impossible to be born of God and still sin. You can't do it, because you now have his nature. Anyone who sins, they have Satan's nature. They have not been born again. They may have gone down to the front and accepted Jesus as Lord and Savior and all that stuff, right? But they were not born again of God. And that's why they still sin. But you cannot sin if you're born of God. That's why I was telling this young man, even in your mind, you can't even lust in the mind if you were born again of God. So.
That's it.
That's it? All right. Are you doing the silent prayer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I want to ask the young man, the black man with the white this time. Do people change?
Do people change? Yes, they do.
And have you changed?
I am changing.
From what to what?
From being indoctrinated to being free.
Okay. Amazing. Coming out of the fallen state, huh?
Yes.
Good. I saw your hand. You had a question for me real fast.
It wasn't a question.
Comment.
It was. Well, there was two comments. One was about hell. Hell is not a curse word. It's a location. So you're telling them, hey,
so
just
they
go
can
there.
tell those people to go to hell?
Go to hell.
Oh, good.
And then the other one was about the legislations that passed for. So what they're doing is they're allowing it harder for parents that care about their kids and want to protect them to know what's going on in their own neighborhoods. So they're, if the judge does not call it a sex offense, there's no tracker on that individual. So they can live next to a school, they can live next to a park, they can be they can go and seek out the kids that are having issues and go through that whole, what they go through to try to catch more of children and make them more confused. And so that's why it's totally wrong. And you know that the judges that are liberal here in California are not going to vote. They're not going to go against it. They're going to go for it because they believe that everyone has this right to be whatever they think in their mind is correct instead of what God has said.
Amazing. I wonder, we'll take one call and then we have to end. I wonder how you sit around as lawmakers and you think, oh, what kind of law I can make today? Oh, I know what we need. We need laws that says adults can have sex with boys and not go to jail. Yeah, that's a good law. How do you live? How do you come up with this stuff? You know what I'm saying? You must be on pot to come up with this stuff. That is insane, man. Yes.
Kiet is in Florida and wants to know, why did God get angry in the Old Testament? Kiet, I think, is his name in Florida.
Welcome to church. I can't say your name. What is it? Kiet. Is that your name, Kiet? Hello? Okay. But God didn't, the type of anger that God has is discernment. It's not what human beings have in a fallen state. All angry people of their father, the devil, and there's no love in it. But when you discern, you have love. You can see injustice, but you don't hate what you see. All people who have been born again of God, they discern, but they don't hate. It's impossible to have anger and be born again of God, all right? So he didn't have that kind of anger. And any male that has anger, How many men here have anger? You get angry. Esteban, you raise your hand? Okay. Do you get angry? You have anger? He doesn't. Real fast. Yes or no?
Not really.
You don't get angry?
No.
Oh, okay. Any male that has anger is a woman. So you're a woman. You're a woman. Because it's abnormal for men to have anger. They're logical. Angry people don't have logic. And that's why you must be born again of God, so you can overcome the illogical mindset of your mother and return to the logical mindset of your father. Your earthly father, and through him you can love God. Men don't have anger. It's abnormal, all right? I have about the change. Oh, Samuel, do people change? Hold on real fast.
No, I don't think so.
What?
No, they don't change.
And why you say no?
Well, I'm just speaking personally. Like, I've tried to change a lot before, and it never worked, no matter how much I tried.
So you don't change?
I'm going to be holy with my answer, but...
You going to be holy?
I'm going to be holy because God changed me, you know? Like, once I forgave my mom and my dad, God renewed my mind, like how you say. So...
And how did God change you? From what to what?
I let go of my anger. I don't judge myself. You know, I'm not in my imagination as much as I used to be.
Right.
I don't seek things outside of me as much. And when I do, I recognize it, I see it, and I just observe it.
Oh, you're all holy.
That's right, I'm holy.
Do people change?
I say no.
You say no. And so do you change?
Do I change? I have changed, but I didn't change anything myself either.
Oh, Lord, another holy one. Another observer. And so what do you mean you changed from what to what?
Pretty much the same thing he said. I was angry. I judged myself harder than I probably judge other people.
Yeah.
I hated myself for it, certain things that I did in my life, and I'm no longer that way.
Amazing. Yes, sir. Do you want to answer that?
No, I want to.
Okay, you want to ask me a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to make a lot of questions because we need more time to do it.
Okay.
It's many things about the forgiveness. I know I hear you talk about you forgiving your mom all the time, and my thinking is, okay, forgiving my mom, forgiving everybody, but the main thing is forgiving by myself.
Forgiving of yourself?
By myself, yeah.
And how do you forgive yourself?
Because it's many things. It's I'm changing. I'm in the process of changing, because before I acting different. The first things to make me change is one simple thing. Many people, you ask, I don't judge, just I comment. Many people you ask, do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I believe in God. Okay, I respect it. But what I know now is if you really believe in God, all is well.
Right, it is.
Okay? While we have it, we need to change the separation we have. And it's coming from many and years and thousands of years
Let
of
me
the
ask,
separation.
what do you need to forgive yourself for?
Pardon me?
What do you need? Have you forgiven yourself?
I'm trying it, and I'm trying it because
Is
it's
it
a
working?
it's a process.
Is it working?
Yeah.
You're able to forgive yourself?
Yeah,
For
I'm
what?
trying. Why? Because
for what?
first of
What
all,
did you do to yourself?
well, the way I was thinking.
The way you were thinking?
The way that was thinking, it's because I believe really in God, all is well. What we can see is only projections and perceptions.
But let me just say this because of time. I really appreciate it, man. But you can't forgive yourself.
The way I'm thinking.
Because everything you are is your mother until you're born again of your father. You are not yourself. And that's why, because when you're born through your mother, you take on her identity. And so you forgot your identity. And that's why when you forgive the mother, then you drop her identity and you start to remember your own identity. And in your identity, there is no hate. And so, but you got to forgive your mother so you can be born again in order to remember your identity, who you are. So you can't, because everything you have done is not you, it's someone else that's made a home in you. So once you forgive your mother, then you forgive everybody. You have no hate. But you can't do it unless you're born again of God. It's impossible for human beings to forgive ourselves. We can't do that. When we forgive our mothers and return to our fathers, God forgive us, and he brings us back to our state, the innocence that we were prior to the trauma from the mama. Trauma from the mama. That's a rap. Somebody need to make a song rapping that. Joel, trauma from mama. But you gotta, that's why God said you must be born again. There's no way around it. Because now all those who are born of the mother is of the mother. And she has the wrong spirit in her.
If we have many moms today here, what I can see it after the comments, feel like, oh, forgot mama, what I did wrong. You know, it's the same happened when before. Oh, if you don't do this, God is gonna judge you. Oh,
Do the cross thing?
Something like that. No, something like that, you know. That's created from the years and thousands of years before. Oh, God is gonna judge you. You need to be nice. Oh, God, from the born already, you already guilty, and that's creating, you are guilty from your baby. So, I didn't nothing.
Are you saying that you don't need to forgive your mother?
No, I forget everybody because
you
of the
forgive your mother?
situation. The situation, like I told you, it's what I see it is the projection what I have in my subconscious.
Did you forgive your mother?
I forgave everybody.
You went to her?
Pardon me?
Did you go to your mother and forgive her?
Yeah.
You told your mother, I forgive you?
Yes.
And what did she say?
What she said, well, she's the old school. It's okay, nothing happened.
She said nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
She said nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
So you said, Mom, I forgive you for screwing up my life, and she said nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Did you tell her she was lying?
No, because you know it's many things. Believe me, if mom said take care of you, that want to teach you, and it's from the heart. She wants the best for you.
Mama don't have love. Women don't have love.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No.
Why not?
Because everybody has a love. Just need to light it up. Everybody has a love.
Not women. Where do women get love from?
Where did the woman get love?
Yeah, where do they get it from if they have love? Where did it come from?
From the same you have.
From who?
From the same we have. God is love.
I know, but women don't love God.
Beginning from God, all is
your
love.
wife is like, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, really, believe me. If it,
what does puto mean? Oh, I don't want to know what it means. Oh, that's a bad word? I'm sorry. No puto. I hate to ask what it means now. All right. Listen, women don't have love. And that's why that love that you get from the mama, it screws everybody up. You end up depressed, suicidal, sleeping around, men cheating on their wives, wives cheating on their husband, because you got to overcome the mama's love. That's not real love. That love kills. It doesn't give life. So you got to go and forgive your mother. She did the best she could do, but because your father didn't protect you from her, you think she had love and she didn't.
I love you.
You love me?
I love you.
Thank you. Do you still believe women have love?
Yeah.
Let me ask your wife. Do women have love?
Yes.
And you give her the mic?
Yes.
And where they get it from?
From me, from my heart, where I give you when I have my first baby in my hand, is that made me love.
What is love?
Love is peace. Love is peace.
Do you have anger?
Oh, no.
You have no anger?
No.
You never had it?
No. No.
You never had anger?
No.
Your husband like, she's lying.
No.
He's like, maybe the women don't have love.
I mean,
You never had anger?
I'm not a perfect, what I think.
But do you have anger?
No.
And you never had anger?
It's no.
And how did you avoid anger?
What is the question?
How did you end up not having anger?
Because when, like, I'm gonna answer, when you say I anger,
Speak into the microphone.
supposed to be when I see my husband, let's see, made something wrong, I don't be angry. I show him what I think.
And do you yell at him?
No.
So you don't get angry when he doesn't listen to you?
No, because we talk.
She's like, no. That's
No.
not true.
We talk.
I know that ain't true. Look at your husband. He's like, yeah, you're right, brother. I'm helping you out today, man. So you never tried to make when your husband said, no, not that way, we're not doing it. You say, oh, okay, honey, no problem.
You know what? If you talk with my husband, I think everybody, I don't know, is what I think. Everybody is not perfect, but we cannot judge. Just like you said, forgive you, not whatever.
Have you forgiven your mother?
My mom, no.
Why not?
I mean, I don't say my mom, I forgive you because my mom is my love.
Your
My
mom is your love?
Yeah, my mom
Ooh.
is what?
That's not good.
For you.
Nobody.
For you, no, it's for me. I respect what you think, and you respect
What would
what
happen?
you
Oh
think.
man, what would happen if you went and forgave your mother for imposing her will on you? What would she say? You know how she's so controlling?
My mom?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
What would happen if
She controlled me, she not be married with him.
So what now? Oh, she didn't want you to marry him? Well, she didn't
Why
want you
you
to marry
guys-
him?
Why you say, guys say, ooh, what does it mean?
Yeah,
that
y'all
one?
be
I
quiet.
don't know.
Be quiet. Your mother didn't want you to marry him?
No, not
And why
me.
not?
No, it's not. It's just example. I put it the
Right.
example. You know, when you say my mind.
So your mother was
control me,
perfect? Your mother was perfect?
I can say my mom. My mom is a beautiful person. My mom is my love. My mom is everything for me. And whatever she give me to me or she don't give me to me is past.
You feel the same way about your father too?
I love my father.
You love your father
I
too?
love my father.
Amazing.
Wherever he do, wherever he give me, wherever he don't give me, it is my father.
Amazing.
And I love my
Is she living with you?
Both no.
Oh, your mother don't live with you?
Yes, and
Oh, she did?
Yes.
Oh,
both.
okay. So what do you think about what your parents are saying about love?
It's nothing new. We've had these discussions many times.
Oh, I
and in the beginning, it was kind of frustrating because I seen it for myself, like regarding where or what is a mother's love. I had that until I forgave my parents, and I got to know my father better, like where he came from.
Yeah.
And then having that conversation, I felt like, or I realized like what a father's love was. Like I was able to look people in the eye, really have like just a stillness in the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very glad that they were, number one, willing to come and
Yeah.
speak up and not get all trippy, like emotional.
Well, they're going to
But,
get you later.
Oh yeah, right. But
Not your father. Your father gonna be okay. Like, wow, thank you, God. I needed that. But your mother, like, oh, you ain't grandma. No, grandma, heaven.
Oh no.
The rosary.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. Let me tell you why I say women don't have love. There's a spiritual order to life, and that order is God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, woman over children. So love comes from above, through God, through Christ, through the man, through the woman, through the children. And if women don't grow up close to their fathers, they have their mother's identity, which is hate. But hate feels like love because it's emotional, but that's fake love. It's not the real deal. And love is just simply not having any anger. When you don't have anger, you have perfect love. It's not a feeling. It's a light unto your feet. And so anyone who has anger, anyone who is impatient, who doubt, who have fear, who worries, or into your head and all that, then you have no love. Your dad is Satan. But once you forgive by realizing you're wrong for judging, then God will forgive you, and he will bring you back to him, and he will give you love. And so that's why you have to forgive your parents so God can forgive you, and then you can have love. But other than that, that woman's love is fake love. That's why the whole world is messed up. I was talking to a cousin of mine that lived in Gary, Indiana, and he thought that women had love too. And when I explained to him that they don't, he's like, wow, that makes sense, because I remember they have 3 primary schools in Gary, Indiana, but then women took over the schools. They became principals and vice principals and stuff like that. And now the schools have gone to hell in a handbasket. They're all messed up. And then with the government, the local government, the same thing. Women have taken over the government, and everything gone to hell. Because it's in the man, it's not in the woman to lead. And that's why we try to bring that order back, for men to return to their father and women and love them so that God can love them and bring them back to order. Because if you don't love your earthly father, you can never love God. It's impossible. So women don't have love. Sorry. Voila. All right, so you must forgive. So listen, I got to end this. So much more to talk about, but I got to end it. My brand new biblical question. What do you think about the previous one? Oh, about people change. And I was thinking about, this came from Nick, I think. Nick gave me this question, right? And I was thinking about me. The only thing that changed about me is my heart. The real me changed in that I don't have hate. Holy. I went from hate to love. God renewed my heart. But my personality is pretty much the same. I haven't really changed from that at all. I was silly then and I'm silly now, right? But I just don't have hate. So I don't have fear, I don't have doubt, I don't have worries, I don't have all the stuff you have when you have that anger. But so he changed the heart. He renewed the heart. That's what needs to change, the real you. But your personality remain the same. So there are those who are in a fallen state, their hearts have not changed. Those who have been born again of God, their hearts have changed. Their mind has been renewed. So that's what happens. All right? So that's all that happened to me. I'm still the same guy, really. I just don't have the hate. And that's what's going to happen to you when you forgive. Stop playing God. Forgive, and that's what will happen to you. Brand new biblical question. Oh, should people who do not own land be allowed to vote? Ooh. Should people who do not own land be allowed to vote? Yeah.
No. 'Cause I think people who own land, they know like the rules and the laws a little bit more. They're more affected by it. And then like when it comes to like liberals pushing laws against like growing communities, people who deal with real estate and their own business, they can see everything happening more clearly than people who are just like working for a business and they just want free stuff. So I think they shouldn't be able to vote.
Anyone here believe that if you don't own land, you should be allowed to vote. Don't be scared. You think that people who don't own land should be allowed to vote?
Yes, with an asterisk next to it.
And why?
Well, because in my studies, I found that there's many people that do own land, but don't know it.
Do own land but don't know it?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, throughout
You
history,
smoke pot? Like they in a wheel or something?
I recently stopped.
Oh, you had a joint this morning?
No.
Oh. I was in a meeting with a guy the other day, and he wasn't making any sense at all, but he thought he was making sense. So I finally asked, are you on pot? No, I said, I asked, do you smoke pot? He said, yes. And I'm like, are you high now? He's like, yes. I'm like, this meeting is over. Because you can't reason with someone when they're high. Not that you're high. And they're drunk, you can't reason with them, right? That's why. So you said, if they don't...
So what I've found through my studies is that there's a lot of people that do own land and they don't know it. So it would be unfair to pursue that rationale if a lot of people are unaware of.
No, but if you don't own land, you still can't vote. Your mindset would still be different.
Well,
I
what
mean,
I'm saying,
can't vote,
what I'm saying is the people they do own land, they just don't know it. So they're inadvertently
I got it.
ineligible.
James is giving me the thing. We'll talk some more.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Mary, real fast, Mary. Because I'm going to be yelled at for saying yes, Mary. I should end it.
I would say people on the public dole should not be able to vote.
But how about people who own land? Should they be allowed to vote?
They, of course, yes.
People who don't own land should be allowed to vote.
Depending on the circumstances.
People who don't own land should be allowed to vote.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're
that
on
people,
record for that, Mary.
People on the public dole should
We
not
ain't
be
asking
allowed
about no
to
public dole. Anyway, I'm so out of time, folks. I'm totally out of time. Don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, share, and Sunny. And we go to, and ring the bell. Right, James? Yeah. Ring the bell for notification. We're going to read your super chats to D-Lives tomorrow on the air. And a meeting is...
We're going to be speaking at in Orlando, Florida, October 2nd and 3rd.
So we'll be in Orlando, Florida, October 2nd and 3rd. Is that on the website?
Yeah, JesseLeePeterson.com.
Go to JesseLeePeterson.com and check that out, all right? No meetings this Thursday, right? I'm sorry? This week? Amazing. So the Women's Forum this Thursday, we have a meeting for ladies only and at 7 o'clock on the third Thursday of the month, all right? So make sure you come. We're going to deal with you and that Mama Love thing. Make sure you come, all right? All ladies, ladies only, no drag queens. At 7 p.m. this coming Thursday, all right? So thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget the radio show tomorrow and the Hate Report after my show, hatereport.com. And if you need counseling, we have the best counseling service on this side of heaven, all right? Just call the office and set it up. Thank you for tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. Amazing.